I've been farming all my life, so I mean, I grew up here in Rose Hill. My family has been here since like the 1920s farming, so I'm like the 4th generation farmer on the same land here. And we've grown a lot of different stuff through the years. I think originally my great-great-grandfather came here to grow strawberries. So then, you know, we grew strawberries for probably 15 or 20 years, and then California started growing a lot of strawberries and kind of run us out of the business. Then we started growing tobacco, you know, back in the 40s. You know. So we grew tobacco until 10 years ago when the buyout came. Tobacco was, you know, it was our bread and butter for, I don't know, probably 30 years. So, you know, it was hard, and we knew it was coming. So we kind of tried to plan for it and try to diversify just into vegetables to start with. And about 7 years ago, I started looking into growing stuff organically. It's getting harder and harder in the conventional market because, you know, there's so many people doing it. In conventional farming, we kind of use what I call the Band-Aid approach, is where you got a problem, you just go spray it and, you know, kill it and kill everything. In organic farming, we try to prevent problems from happening. You have to act, what do you call it, proact. Or, to your problems instead of react to your problems. The market is expanding. You know, the public is realizing that, you know, all these chemicals are bad for us. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. And so I've been certified organic for 8 years. It's always hard to change. Just, you know, by human nature, it's hard to change. But you know, I realized that we had to do it. My father has always been, you know, supportive of it. He was, you know, supportive from the beginning. That's pretty much, I mean, just the way it is in farming. You got to keep changing with the times, you know, whatever comes up. You just got to kind of grow what you can sell. A lot of the practices that we use now are practices that my grandfather used before the Green Revolution, which was all the chemicals and all the synthetic fertilizers. So we're going back to using litter, you know, going back to just cultivation instead of herbicides, and, you know, just trying to build up natural predators that will fight off bad insects. Our weather is definitely the biggest challenge. We get really hot in the summer and really cold in the winter, and we don't seem like our spring is getting shorter and shorter, where we should have some temperatures in the 70s and 80s. It seems to go from 60 to 90. You have to learn to, you know, try to, you know, there's nothing you can do about the weather, just accept it, and it'll usually all work out. You just got to have faith. I mean, I just always felt like I was going to be farming. I've never even considered doing anything else. And, you know, all my childhood memories are good of farming, you know, driving the tractor. That's, you know, the biggest thing in the world for a kid. Just being, you know, outside, you know, and, you know, the soil has a certain smell to it when you turn it, and, you know, just enjoy that. There's some bad ones too, but, but, you know, overall, I really enjoyed just farming, because that's just what I've done all my life. We can eat, and that's the most, you know, vital thing in our life is food. The better food you can eat, you know, the better life you'll be able to live. That's the main purpose of, you know, growing food organically.